Disclaimer. This is not the original episode for audio. The original audio was compromised due to technical issues, and this episode was a re-recording for said episode. Please don't get confused when we reference our compromised recording. And as always, remember to like this video and subscribe to the Delightfully Devilish podcast. Enjoy the show.
The Delightfully Devilish
podcast. Good morning and good evening wherever you're at in the world. This is welcome once again to the fourth episode 04, to the Delightfully Devilish podcast. I'm Matt the Bird Person.
And I'm Joe, the actual wooden boy.
The actual wooden boy, the only one in existence. So for full transparency, this is actually the second recording of the fourth episode that we're doing. On account of, we spent an hour recording the first fourth episode, the original fourth episode, and
it was good.
It was an excellent episode. The problem
it was pretty damn good.
Yep. Only problem is, OBS picked up Joe's audio just fine, but I figured out that the mic settings in OBS were not set properly on my end, so it picked up none of mine. So it just sounded like Joe was talking to himself. And an episode
so
like
we're
that,
just gonna run it back.
Yeah, an episode does not make, unfortunately. So we're back.
All right.
Yep, we're trying the fourth episode again. So
let's do it right then.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready as I'll ever be. You know what I'm saying?
Open a can right in the mic.
Yeah. That audio will go right there.
So how you doing, man?
I'm
you
holding
feeling better?
up.
You doing good?
Oh, yeah. I was a little bit more under the weather yesterday. Had a little bit of a sore throat, stuffy nose type of thing going on. But I got a good night's sleep. Spent some time with some family friends today. And if they're listening, y'all know who you are. What's up?
You got a little R&R. That's always good.
Yeah. It was a nice, pretty peaceful day, I would call it. And
well, hopefully you didn't have to take any ZQL.
No ZQL, yes. No ZQL. Did take some Walgreens brand cold, flu, and sore throat medication.
The good stuff.
Oh yeah, it served me well. So Walgreens, if you're looking for a sponsor, I got you. We've got some Ricolas also, another potential sponsor. Ricola. Another potential sponsor opportunity.
But you know who's not going to sponsor?
Who's that?
NyQuil and ZQuil.
As they shouldn't.
Well, I'm going to have to regale you with the tale of why I personally don't use it, but that's just me. You've never had sleep paralysis before, right?
No, I am not. I have not personally experienced sleep paralysis. No.
So I've experienced it twice in my life, and both times were because I was using NyQuil and or ZQuil. I'm pretty sure it was NyQuil, but either way, the very first time it happened, it was in college, and I wasn't feeling good after classes. So I thought, why not? I'm done with classes. I'm going to take a little sleep. So I popped some ZQuil, go to sleep, whatever. I wake up and I find myself not able to move any part of my body. Arms, legs, nothing of the sort.
Yeah.
Anyways, one of my roommates at the time, former roommate Paul, he just happened to be like knocking on my door to see oh hey, is he at class? Is he home? Whatever. Does he want to get food? And he knocks on the door and it's open. So he opens the door and he sees me just hanging out, laying on the bed. So he's under the impression I'm asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, to me, I see that he's opening the door, but I cannot interact with him at all, and I'm freaking out because I don't have any control over my body, and in the corner of the room there's this giant looming shadow just hanging there, and it's freaking me out.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 out of 10 would not recommend that experience.
You do not recommend that perfect experience, is what you're saying.
Unless you want a good fright, then by all means, but the next one is significantly more frightful.
Go on.
Frightful. Jesus Christ, what is it? Let it snow, let it snow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized I'm freaking using. Let me just take another sip real quick.
Listen, at the time of recording, the holidays are not too far off.
Hey, don't even get me started on that.
Yep.
I'm super stoked, but that also means that a lot of changes are coming real soon. But we'll get to that in a different episode.
Sure.
Going back to sleep paralysis, the second time was significantly more terrifying. Now, this is when a couple apartments ago. But anyways, the doors to the bedrooms, have frosted panes of glass,
Hmm.
three to be exact. So like if you have like light on in the living room or the kitchen, it will shine into your room like a little bit, not much, but enough that you can see the light.
Sure.
And one time came home from work, it's raining outside, whatever. I'm not feeling good, so I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna chug some of this, go to sleep. Take the sample size of ZQL, lay
Right.
down, go to bed. Now the dream I had was it, almost a replay of exactly what happened. It's raining outside. I get in. I get myself together, and I go to sleep. And then next thing you know, I hear a little like tapping, and I'm like, "The fuck is that?" So I get up in my dream. I look around the apartment. I'm the only one home. Like nobody in the kitchen, living room, roommates' rooms. I'm like, huh,
Yeah.
that's kind of weird. Even like I check the front door, nobody. And in my dream, I go to lay down, and then I hear another tapping, and by my bed is where my mirror is, and
Hmm.
in the mirror is like this like dark figure tapping on the mirror side of it, like just tapping on the end of the mirror.
So how much
That
detail? How much detail do you recall this dark figure having?
it basically, like if I were to describe it, it looked kind of like the mentory,
Hmm.
like from Harry Potter, but like I
Yeah.
could see its like gross, like witchly, gross, cruddy little hands like that. I didn't like. But that woke me up. And now in real life, I'm laying in bed and I can't move.
Right.
Now, one of my roommates just happened to be getting home at the time because the kitchen light, or the kitchen dining room light is on. And obviously, because the three panes of glass, it's shining into my room. Now, at this point, those three panes of glass are casting a shadow on the opposite side near the mirror,
Hmm.
where the creature from the dream is currently in my actual real life, like, view that I can't move from.
Jesus.
And it's like, you ever see, like, the 1950s version of the movie The Fly?
I think so. At one point, yeah.
Well, at the end of that movie, well, spoiler alert for a movie that's super old, but like there's a fly that has a human head, and he's caught in a spider's web. And like in the shot, you see like an actual spider coming to eat the fly that's caught in the web.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it felt like.
Hmm. Yeah. That's pretty scary. I would not recommend that for anybody.
No, it's a really cool idea for a horror movie, though.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Based
That's
on a true dreams-like story.
true. Uh, yeah. That's a pretty terrifying dream. I don't know if I have a story to compare to that, but you did say to put a nice bow on this, though. This all
Hmm.
ties into times that you have taken either Nyquil or ZQL, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so for the reason of night terrors, we cannot currently accept sponsorship from NyQuil or ZQL until y'all iron that little side effect out of your medicine.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm hoping I'm not. I'm hoping I'm not the only one, man. Like I'm sure somebody out there has definitely had some sleep paralysis nonsense due to
Yeah, the comment section is open for anybody who would like to share their little sleep paralysis stories with us.
Yeah, let's get weird in there. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. So, when we had recorded the last time we attempted to record episode 4, um, you and I had a little bit of a debate, and it stemmed out of a conversation that we had about Toon Force, and
Yes.
which character would win in Toon Force between Shaggy, specifically, what'd you say, Super Saiyan Shaggy?
Super Saiyan God Shaggy, obviously.
Super Saiyan God Shaggy, and Droopy, the dog. Just normal Droopy.
But before we get into our heated debate over those two characters, give us your give us your three Toon Force users, and I'll give you my three, just so that way
Okay.
everyone's all caught up.
So, yeah, that's a good idea. So Wile E. Coyote is one. Would be on my list of three. Probably any character Tex Avery created, actually, especially during his time in NGM. I guess that's cheating a little bit because one of them is specifically on my list.
What?
So, let me think. I guess if we wanted to get into really old cartoons, because I don't remember specifically which ones I had invoked before.
You said
So
Popeye.
Popeye, yes, Popeye was definitely on that list. But I was also gonna say Coco the Clown, and that is
Who the fuck is
very
that?
much an old. That is
Who the
so
fuck is that?
actually related to Popeye in a strange way, because the guy Max Fleischer, which was the same guy who made the Popeye cartoons, the black and white Popeye cartoons in the 1930s for Paramount. He actually had a series of silent cartoons. They started as silent
Oh, it's this
cartoons.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there you
I know
go.
he had a name.
Boop, there's the picture right there. Note for editor. Yes, there he is, Coco the Clown,
Son of a bitch.
and he
I didn't know
is
this
sort of
asshole had a
like,
name.
yeah. So he has sort of what I would call like old cartoon era Toon Force. It's sort of limited to what he is able to draw with a pen, I think, what I should say, what he demands that his creator draws in a pen, because that's how it worked in all those old cartoons. Is because it starts off with live action Max Fleischer drawing sitting in a drawing pad, and he draws like we watch him draw like Coco the Clown onto the pad, and then he draws other things that sort of like build the story for all of these cartoons. So that's how that worked. So Coco the Clown has Toon Force, but in an extremely limited fashion.
I just didn't know that ass had a name. I'm only familiar with Max Fleischer for two reasons. Because one, he's born in Krakow, Poland, and secondly, he did the 1940s Superman
Yep, that's the one.
animations.
That's the same one. Yep.
They're fantastic, by the way.
Oh yeah,
and in the public domain, so we can
funny
use
enough,
that footage
yeah.
and not get in trouble for it.
Funny enough, I've only been able to find because I pass the time off, and especially while I'm at work, watching like compilations of public domain cartoons, and I actually don't see like when Superman cartoons come up, I only see like the same one, and like I don't know exactly how much Max Fleischer made. I'm sure I'll find out in post. But
I'm just saying we can use it right about here.
17.
Yep, right there. Thank you very much, editor. Dilbert, your efforts are invaluable to this podcast. Yep.
Okay.
But I only ever see the same one, and it's a good cartoon. It is a very well done animated short, especially for the 1940s.
I imagine it's the very first one. If it's
It
like
probably is. It's the one with the mad scientist with the laser.
Yep, that's the first one.
Yep,
that's a great one though too.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. But it's actually the only one I've been able to see so far.
Oh, but wait, before we get too sidetracked though,
yeah.
You named your three combatants of Toon Force.
I didn't. I only named two technically. Well, I guess I named.
Okay.
No, I did name three. Just kidding, because Coco would have been three if I named Popeye. But Droopy is I guess the bonus one, and that's necessary for context in just a minute.
Then we'll do 4 then. We'll do
yeah.
4.
Okay, yeah, that works. So Droopy is number 4.
Okay, so mine are the Animaniacs,
Mm-hmm.
The Mask,
Mm-hmm.
Bugs Bunny,
Yep.
because I was gonna say Daffy, but Bugs overshines.
Early Daffy was better. Was a better wielder of Toon Force than later Daffy. Yeah.
But for the sake of the argument, Super Saiyan God Shaggy from the memes
Mm-hmm.
of a few of yesteryear.
And it specifically has to be that one, right?
I mean, granted, real life or not real life, regular Scooby Doo, where are you? Real life, yeah. John C. Shaggy,
yeah.
Normal Shaggy Rogers.
Yep.
No, yeah, even like the regular ones. I mean, like, do you not like? Have you ever seen the show? He eats a sandwich that's like the
That is
size of a
true.
small
Like
child.
his jaw is capable of like superhuman feats. Truly.
He's like a snake.
Yeah.
He can unhinge his jaw. But what
Exactly.
I'm saying is, there's no freaking way that like Super Saiyan God Shaggy, he could easily smoke the freaking Droopy. Like the picture I sent you yesterday of Droopy, put
Mm-hmm.
that here. Like look at this mask.
Yeah. Look at him. So unassuming. So slow looking. So what is he actually gonna do? Right.
You talk to you cells like this.
yeah, I'm so happy. You know what? I'm happy. I'll probably put a video.
I thought I thought you were doing Hank Hill for a second. I'll
Dude, I
tell you
tell you
what.
what, I'm
I'll
happy.
tell you what. Oh, he doesn't use the Toon Force at all.
No,
He's
not at all. Like he'd be the least qualified Toon Force candidate. Truly. But getting into, because I think this segues perfectly into the conversation I want to pick up from yesterday, because before coming on here, I actually watched the full cartoon in question, so I have a little bit more ammunition. And
Okay.
For the sake of the argument here, I kind of want to play it out. I kind of want to role play it out a little bit, if you don't mind. So
Okay.
let's
I'll
say,
try my best.
yeah. So let's say you've got Super Saiyan God Shaggy and Droopy on a piece of land, right? As most Dragon Ball Z fights would go, just an
Hmm.
abandoned, barren piece of nature, standing across from each other. Droopy's just standing there leaning on a tree. And then we'll say that Super Saiyan God Shaggy makes the first move, because Droopy doesn't really make the first move in any of his cartoons. That doesn't happen. It's always the other person. So Super Saiyan God Shaggy makes the first move. What happens? What does he do?
I mean,
You can come up with anything. Be creative. The sky is the limit.
well, I mean, if it's Shaggy, well, also I think I've been saying it. Well, I was drunk last night when I said Super Saiyan God Shaggy. I think it's Ultra Instinct Shaggy, but either
Yeah,
way,
that is true, but I think it's funnier just to call it Super Saiyan God Shaggy from this point.
either way. Okay, so just imagine regular Toon Force this, but with the punch of a Goku.
Uh-huh.
Like he could quite literally destroy planets and people and dogs and so
Uh-huh.
Droopy's cooked.
Okay, but what does he do specifically? I want to role play this out. There's a reason I'm role playing this out. So just follow me.
I don't know. Punch him with his mighty fist. I
Punch
got
him with his
nothing right
mighty
now.
fist. Okay. So what happens to Droopy? He punches him with his mighty fist. Does Droopy just become eviscerate? Does he turn to dust? Does he fly into the stratosphere?
Probably screams like Tom from Tom and Jerry and
Maybe.
flies comically out of view.
Yeah.
Like his little bing.
Okay, that's fine. And so role playing this out a little bit, Droopy disappears into the stratosphere. You get the little ding as he disappears into the horizon.
Hmm.
And then Super Saiyan Shaggy is like. That wasn't even a fight, man. It built up an appetite. So he goes to that stupid little soda shack from the original Scooby Doo. Flies over there as he does, and then he lands, and then he walks into the shack, and he goes up to the bar or whatever. It's like, give me one soda, like milkshake, man. And then who turns around wearing like the full like soda shack get up with like a fresh milkshake in hand, but Droopy himself. He's
No,
back.
you know what Shaggy would order? He would order a steamed ham.
He would go to the steamed hand, like one steamed hand, man, one Skinner burger.
Patented Skinner burger.
Yeah, but yeah, who
Okay,
turns around with this fresh meal but Droopy?
Well, I see your point, but I feel like no Toon Force user can out Toon Force user a tune. Like you run into the Tom and Jerry problem,
Go on.
where like it's just an endless cycle of Tom, Jerry, and Dog. I don't remember the dog's name, but
Spike.
Dog, Spike.
Yep.
Where it's just like a never ending. Don't get me wrong. Like I feel like out of all like the little shorts, I feel like Jerry gets like the most wins, but like it's not like he wins. He just doesn't lose.
Yeah, of course. But that
Well, yeah,
doesn't
so
that
it's like
doesn't disqualify the Toon Force aspect.
But what I'm saying is, it's just there's between two Toon Force users. I don't think there's a solid like unless you're going up against like Hank Hill. I don't think there's a solid winner.
I would agree. Like, yeah. So I would say that if it doesn't have to come down to one of them being completely eliminated, then I think like the only conclusion is that it might be a draw. Because no matter what, and sort of the point I was getting at with this role play is no matter what Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan God Shaggy does, there's nothing he can do to Droopy. Like he can literally squish Droopy like a bug.
Squish,
Yeah.
stretch.
He stomp on
I did
Droopy and be like,
I did that yesterday too.
uh,
Squish, stretch,
squash and
that's
stretch.
animation.
Yeah. The 12 principles of animation that you're invoking.
I keep getting the 12
like
principles of animation confused with Toon Force.
Yeah. There's little bits of different stuff there. So Super Saiyan God Shaggy can squish Droopy with a shoe. Like you can say, like you're an ant beneath my boot, man.
Like you're an ant beneath my boot, man. Shaggy would never say that. Just like Mr. Bean would never steal that can of tuna. That's not Mr. Bean.
But the point is, he can do anything he wants to Droopy. He can watch Droopy disappear before his eyes in whatever form that may come in. But you know what's going to happen? The next place he goes, enters a room, and who's waiting for him on the other side? It's Droopy. He's there. He's back. That's Droopy's Toon Force. It's infinite regeneration. Just happens to be there and ready to go. I watched the short. Yeah, I was gonna say, and this is like not just that short. This is several shorts that this happens.
Wait a minute. Hold the phone. I'm surprised Roger Rabbit is not on your list.
Roger Rabbit is a good character in terms of Toon Force, but I think the idea that Diff exists in his universe kind of limits that because there is an end state. Dip creates an end state for these characters.
You're right.
Now, mind you, Droopy also exists in this universe, and if you want to,
he's a little elevator operator.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to think about it, if you want to extrapolate this universe a little bit, every cartoon character ever created could technically be a denizen of Toontown. Like The
Oh yeah.
idea of like the characters that we saw in the movie were just the characters that existed in that time, and not even that, because at the very end of the movie, you see Tinker. The last character you see in that movie is Tinkerbell, and
Mm.
Peter Pan didn't come out till 1955. The movie was set in 1947. So think about it. So
I
many
feel
other characters.
I feel like Who Framed Roger Rabbit episode's gonna have to be in order.
Oh, I 100% agree. It is my opinion the greatest movie of all time. I can endlessly gush about that movie. I agree. Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie episode? Yes, absolutely.
But I feel like this all spawned yesterday because we were talking about Popeye and stuff, and I sent you the video of Wimpy making a
Yep.
hamburger, and he gets hit in the face with a spoon, and it made me laugh like a ghoul because it came across my freaking reels.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
In fact, I even have it pulled up right freaking here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it over uh my
I
mic,
hear it.
but
I
we'll
see it
try.
in my head, and I'm posting it. Dilbert's gonna have it available also. At least
Because
at the very least, the part where Bluto hits him in the head.
oh no, it's right.
So now here's an interesting question if we're discussing that.
Oh no,
The
there's
use of sound effects in those 1930s Popeye cartoons were masterful.
nah. This is the part where I open up on this video because this ass takes 3 steaks, grinds them into a burger patty. Sorry, puts it on
I
a
don't think it's even a
grill.
burger patty. It's just a pile of meat that he puts on the grill.
It's a pile of meat that he puts onions and mustard on, but he only cooks one side of it, and he calls that a burger.
Yeah. I mean, as
That
far
pisses
as
me
we're
off.
convinced, it's believable enough to us that it's a fully cooked burger patty at that point. We have no reason to believe that it isn't. He was
Well,
about to
yeah,
eat it.
but I also have real taste buds and the ability to cook.
well, you're supposed to be suspending your disbelief when watching the rubber hose ass 1930s Popeye cartoon.
Yo, you rubber hose ass! Like, yo, can we bring that? Can we bring that insult?
Yeah, rubber hose ass. Look at
Yo,
you.
imagine going to the gym and calling some guy a rubber hose ass.
Somebody should make a video of themselves doing that. Just find the most pissed off looking guy too. Hey, rubber hose ass. Who are you?
You're
You
gonna
just
get
rubber.
hit with a freaking dumbbell like he
Yeah,
got hit with a spoon.
you won't even feel it. You're just gonna wake up in the hospital, like with all your friends and family surrounding you.
Your last rites.
Slow
No,
singing and
but
flower bringing after that.
I just can't freaking believe this fucking guy. Oh, but wait, this got into our food discussion. And you had a very interesting experience with a foreign food.
Yes, but right before we get into that, I do want to satisfy a curiosity I didn't get to ask you yesterday. Since you invoked Bluto, I have to
Okay.
know: are you on team his name is Bluto or team his name is Brutus? Because he was named both things. This character was named both things in the tenure of like the Popeye shorts across time.
No, he's Bluto.
Okay, good. I fully agree. And honestly,
Who the
like
fuck calls him Brutus?
a lot of people call him Brutus. A lot of people call him Brutus, dude. uh,
No. Well, they're just clearly wrong.
yeah, I agree. Give me just a second. I'll be right back.
Bluto, at times known as Brutus. No way. Yeah. Uh, would still not necessarily call him that, but nah, he's Bluto at all times. But anyways, while Matt takes care of a few things there, how the hell are you all doing? I'm what you call stalling for time and taking a sip of my beverage that may or may not have a little bit of fun in it. Fun being alcohol, but you can't prove nothing. You're not my You're not my lawyer. Not my lawyer. Not my. Oh,
Sorry
fucked up
about
the
that.
joke.
Sorry about that.
Fucked up the
Dilbert's
joke.
gonna.
Good. No, you're saving me. I fucked up the joke.
I heard none of the jokes, so if you wanna we can have Dilbert cut out the whole 2 minutes of dead silence in my end, and
Oh no, yeah. Just we'll start again, starting from right now.
yeah, it's a cue rewind sounds.
Or fast forward.
Yeah.
But no, Bluto, no Brutus.
Yeah. So, I do want to share a little interesting factoid that I recently found out about why Bluto is renamed Brutus. So, the Popeye shorts actually changed hands. Like the rights to create these Popeye cartoons actually changed hands quite a bit between the Fleischer days. And then there was another studio that made them for Paramount. It's called Famous Studios, and they made Popeye shorts from the 40s, the early 40s, until about the mid to late 50s. And then the the rights to create the shorts were taken to, I believe, King Feature Syndicate is the name of the company. They were in charge of making these Popeye shorts now. Now, the stupid thing is, the very dumb reason why Bluto was named Brutus for these Popeye shorts is because when King Features acquired the rights to Popeyes, somebody there believed that for some reason the rights to call Bluto in these shorts were not transferred over to them. So they had to quickly come up with a new name for him. And what did they land on? They landed on Brutus. And that's why he was Brutus. And that's why people have no idea if he's actually called Bluto, or Brutus. But I do want to be the official voice here, without I guess I can't do that for legal reasons. Don't sue me. But the most official, unofficial voice is that the man's name is Bluto. Come on now.
Yeah. I've never heard him called that, so this is all news to me.
Yeah. The more you know. So anyways, so let's I think we can move on to the little food conversation as we were having yesterday. So I guess what is the most disgusting version of eggs you've ever had? Would be my question.
I would say raw. That's about it.
Raw?
Raw.
Like a whole raw egg, or
a whole raw egg, because I wanted to try it, because you know how Rocky would do freaking eat raw eggs and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Tried it. Didn't like it.
No.
But I've also had a prairie oyster.
Do go on. You did describe this yesterday, but that footage is lost to time, so.
Well, this is a hangover cure. Well, beverage hangover cure. And it's basically a raw egg yolk. Just the yolk, not the raw egg white. Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, salt, pepper, and either gin or vodka.
Okay.
Either or. And if you don't like the texture of a raw oyster or clam or something, you're not going to like it.
Yeah, that sounds like a completely miserable experience to me. But does it work?
I mean, to my knowledge, it does. But also, I probably was too fascinated by the lovely sensation of a freaking prairie oyster that I kind of forgot that I was hungover. So we'll see.
Right. True that. It's like you're shocked into no longer being hungover. I get it.
It's like when your arm hurts and you're like, Dad, my arm hurts. So he punches you in the other arm and you're like, ow, that arm. He goes, well, you forgot about that one.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
There you go.
I also said next time we get the gang together. So next time I come down to the sunny state of Florida, we're going to get everybody, going to get the whole gang. We're going to get a whole baker's dozen of eggs so everyone can try one.
True that.
First one to puke.
If we get a gross of eggs, we can try it multiple times. That's 144 eggs.
I laugh at that every time. Oops.
Oops.
But
So yeah.
But now, how about you tell us about your eggs?
Okay. So a little bit of a story time. So I visited the Philippines for about a week in 2018, which at the time of recording is about 7 years ago. A little bit less than 7 years ago to date. And so the girl I was saying, because I was in a little bit of a long distance relationship at that point in time, and the last night that I was at the hotel there before I flew back to the good old US of A, she comes back to the hotel with an egg, and this egg looks like off. This egg looks strange. It's the color is weird. It looks like sweaty. Like, what's going on with that egg? Yeah.
Oh, that was a detail you left out yesterday.
I think so. I will say, because of how much time has passed, like between that and maybe like my brain is kind of like softening the blow of this. Like, you know how some people like have like really traumatic memories, but like they play in black and white to soften the blow of like the trauma of that memory. I feel like that's sort of what's going on here, except it's my brain is like exaggerating it to like almost a cartoonish level, almost to suggest maybe that experience isn't real, though it is. This is a very real experience, but I could
like the hyperrealism of like Ren and Stimpy's.
Yeah, exactly. The Ren and Stimpy or SpongeBob, hyper realistic like gouache painting stills. So she gets this egg, and she informs me, well, this is a delicacy here. This is a Filipino delicacy. And what this is called balut, BALUT. And Zilbert, don't you dare put an image of this up. I do not want this video taken. Yeah,
whatever.
Do it right here.
Whatever he's paying you,
it's gonna be yeah. What's however much times 0? Oh, you'll be all right, Blue. I was about to call him Bluto, Dilbert. So anyways, so I forget how she tells me that I'm supposed to be this thing is supposed to be eaten, but the top of this egg is removed, like the eggshell is removed, and I peer down, and what I see is absolute horror, and it's like it's got like juices in there. It's like I think you described it as a broth yesterday, which I hate, by the way, because I enjoy a really good broth. But this is like witch's brew broth, basically. I don't even know how to describe it. And
the fact drunk me was able to call that concoction a broth is still funny.
This is the nightmare broth. And anyways, so the other thing that's in this egg is, without exaggeration, like a baby bird that was almost on the verge of being fully developed, in that it had beak, its like little eyes were closed, it was starting to develop feathers, like all the details were there. Let's just put it that way. And I'm like,
I don't like where this is going.
But, you know, as the saying goes, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So who am I to question a Filipino delicacy? So I basically say, yeah, I got my Anthony Bourdain on. We'll say. I apologize if you heard that loud noise. There was nothing I could do about it. I got my Anthony Bourdain on. I said, if he can do it, so can I, maybe. And I took one sip of the juice that was contained in this egg, and not even like a full sip. I would call it like a half a sip. And well, that was quite enough for me. I had to spit it out. I had to brush my teeth. I had to do just everything I possibly could to take the worst taste I've ever had in my life out of my
Would
mouth.
would you call it the forbidden chicken soup?
Yeah, exactly. Actually,
Yeah, so basically you sucked on some fertilized egg embryo broth.
correct. Which is the worst description of any broth of all time. Nothing else can compare, truly.
I'm sure someone in the comments can think of some pretty
I'm
creative
sure, but
challenge issued.
so, anyways, so the entire night, I'm just suddenly not doing very well at all. Like, I am in the bathroom every like 20, 30 minutes, maybe, just like glued to the toilet, basically. And I won't go into too many details about that. I'm sure you can imagine what's going on there.
Basically, mom's spaghetti.
Exactly. But I eventually go to sleep and wake up completely miserable. Have to go to the airport super duper early to catch my flight back to China to get back to the States from there. But the entire flight from the Philippines to China was completely miserable.
Well, I can imagine so.
Yeah, I'm puking I throw up no less than like 3 times on that flight. They ended up having to put me back in the back of the plane where thankfully nobody else is sitting. I'm just kind of laying back by myself. And this
I mean,
flight
as
attendant,
someone.
yeah,
Oh, go on.
this flight attendant is just watching with like pity, like wondering if I've been like poisoned or something. As I'm laid back in these seats,
You grab your chest and
retching.
just go. You grab your chest and just go, poison!
I've been poisoned.
No, but as someone who travels a lot, such as myself, flying when you're feeling under the weather is the worst.
Oh yeah, that's not even my first experience with like being sick while flying, but
It was definitely the most memorable.
it was the most recently memorable one.
Uh, well, unfortunately, I'm to all of our Filipino fans out there. I'm sorry that Matt doesn't like your forbidden chicken soup.
I'm sorry for that also. Though I will say, their chicharron pork, fantastic, out of this world meat right there.
Do they have
Adobo chicken,
guacamole?
also fantastic. Jollibee. Let me just go on for a second about Jollibee. Do you guys have a Jollibee in up in good old NYC?
Yeah, but like I never been to Jollibee.
Okay, can I recommend you go to Jollibee?
Why?
And okay, so first things first, you like spicy chicken, spicy fried chicken?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna try the best spicy fried chicken you've ever had in your life at Jollibee.
Bro, dead ass, the nearest one is for me is way farther than I want to go to just to go to some Jollibee.
Maybe if you end up at that part of town, if you happen to be at that part of town and you see the Jollibee sign and like you hear my voice, like you look up in the clouds and see me looking down at you saying, "Go do it."
Do it.
To listen to your temptation at that point. Go
No
in,
fucking way.
get you some Jollibee fried chicken. Now, they do have, and this is a little bit of a Filipino thing also, they do also
Okay.
have spaghetti with hot dogs there with like a sweet, almost like a sweet spaghetti sauce. I
Spaghetti
will say
dog, okay.
that is better in the Philippines than it is in the States. So you can try that if you want to have a truly authentic experience, but that particular piece of food probably better had in the Philippines.
Well, I found
But
one that's
uh-huh.
I found one that's on East 42nd Street, so that one's significantly more manageable to get to.
There you go. Very practical. Good stuff. Uh, yes, at your next opportunity when you're jonesing for some fried chicken, right? Jollibee is the place you want to be to get you a 2-piece spicy fried chicken. And you will agree, and like, I want to know, when you get this fried chicken, I want to know if it is indeed, like I think, the best fried chicken you've ever had in your life.
Well, you're also the one that told me about salted peanuts on the Patrick episode of the Matt and Joe show, and I tried salted peanuts with roommate Chris,
Uh-huh.
and that was something. In fact, I have a clip of that, and yeah, the texture's weird, and it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like, oh boy, I cannot wait to try this again.
You might have been remembering something Patrick said about. You're talking about boiled peanuts, right?
Yeah, what I say?
I thought you said that I recommended boiled peanuts.
Oh,
Maybe
well,
I
one of
said
you two
something to
did.
the effect of, "You can try them if you want."
Well, either way, I tried it,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
mean, don't
Sorry
get me
about that.
wrong,
I
it
I am
wasn't
sorry
like I said,
for
it wasn't the
you.
worst thing.
It was pretty bad when the first and only time I've ever had
But
boiled peanuts.
between between the trifecta of boiled peanuts, packing peanuts, and circus peanuts, I think I'm going with circus peanuts.
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet. I have a theory, a little bit of a theory, that circus peanuts might just be like the same stuff that packing peanuts are made out of, just like with a little bit more sugar thrown in.
I mean, I would pretty much believe that.
Yeah. So another little interesting tidbit, and I don't remember how we segued into this, but I feel like it's worth bringing up again because it's a story that I think is interesting enough to share. As I was telling you about, we were talking about school lunches at some point, and like
Ah,
experiences with like the worst things that we've ever seen people do with food. Do
yes.
you remember how we segued into that? Because I don't.
Not necessarily, no. To be honest, I remember the end product of that, but I don't remember how we got there.
Okay, well, I'll just jump right into that. So, since I opined on the worst food, uh, you know, and everybody has a little bit of a different definition of what food is. A food should at least be edible. And I'm sorry to all my
Hope
people out in
so.
the Philippines there, but I do not believe balut is something that's meant to be edible.
Okay.
Type it out in the comments if you disagree. Uh, but now I want to opine on one of the worst food experience I've ever seen someone else have. And I'm
Okay.
going to go back to my childhood, and that is the reason why I invoke school lunches. And this is about when I was in third or fourth grade. And there was a girl who was in my third or fourth grade class. Uh, I'm gonna call her Ashley. I don't even I couldn't even possibly remember her name, even if I like wanted to.
We're gonna call her Ashley Spinelli.
Ashley Spinelli. That's her name for the purposes of the story. So Ashley Spinelli was very commonly sitting in the same on the same school lunch table as me and like two other people. And what we would watch Ashley Spinelli do on a daily, every single day, without fail, is she would have a tray of literally whatever it is they're serving that day. It does not matter what it is. Imagine either your most favorite or least favorite school lunch right now. And what Ashley Spinelli would do is she would use her fork and knife and spoon and combine all of the elements of whatever it is we're having for school lunch onto her plate, onto one like thing. into one area, one mountain of school lunch, you might say. Like imagine the mountain of like meat that Wimpy made to make his burger, except
Hmm.
like school lunch elements.
Well, like I said yesterday, that depends on what kind of school lunch it is.
That's true.
Like, is it like the turkey, peas, and
Hmm.
like fucking mashed potatoes, like on Thanksgiving Day or whatever the
True.
hell you do?
Yeah,
Or
because if
is it
you just
like,
like get 2 pieces of bread for that, you just have a Thanksgiving sandwich. That's common.
yeah, but like that's like what are like the three things that don't go together that she was mixing?
Um, Let me imagine one just like off the top of my head. So let's say you have the school lunch for that day. Let's say that it's chicken nuggets, green beans. Uh, what else would there be? We'll say mashed, no, macaroni and cheese. Actually, we'll say macaroni and cheese, and
Okay.
some sort of dessert thing, some like a brownie. We'll say a brownie. Imagine that is the school lunch, and Ashley Spinelli, you're witnessing her mix all this together, which I don't think is necessarily the weirdest thing. But I'm not done with the story. That's not it. Because what's another common element of school lunch that you can think of off the top of your head? And you've already heard this story, so you can just like if you want to just say it.
Milk.
Yep. Either you get the white milk or the chocolate milk, which is 9 times out of 10, if you're a kid, you're grabbing that little carton of chocolate milk. I always did, and
Wait,
so did
time
Ashley
out real
Spinelli. Yeah.
time out real quick. Zach
Yep.
Morris, time out. Were you ever, because you said carton of milk,
Uh-huh.
at any point in your life in school, did you get a bag of milk?
No, but I have heard of that.
Okay, because I talked to so many people about bags of milk, and apparently they think I'm talking out my ass about this when I know for a fact we had bags of milk
Oh
in
yeah, I know
school.
that's a thing.
All right, cool, good.
I think
All
it's a
right,
little
time in.
odd. I don't
Well,
think I
yeah,
would want
hell,
to
dude, it shouldn't be in a
experience
fucking
that.
bag. We'll put a
Exactly.
picture up for reference
Yep,
because I
there it
know
is.
what I'm talking about. All right, time in. Go
Followed
back
by
to
the
your.
correct caption of just why question mark.
All
Who
right, back
did
to
this?
Spinelli.
Yeah. So, anyways, one question actually before we get back to it. In these bags of milk, was it ever the same thing as a carton of milk where you had like the choice of white milk or chocolate milk?
Oh yeah, it was the same thing. It was
Okay,
just like
that's
quite literally.
terrible. I just wanted to satisfy my curiosity there.
Bro, no, it was the weird because I remember it as a kid. I thought it was the weirdest thing. Then like
Yeah.
they existed for like maybe 2, 3 years, and I never saw them again. But like so many people are just like, the milk doesn't come in a bag. I'm like, no, no, shouldn't come in a bag, but
Yeah,
it
it
did.
shouldn't, but there are many horrors in this world that shouldn't exist or shouldn't have existed. But here we are. Lunch, I can imagine lunch lady saying, "What flavor milk you want in your bag?"
Yo, why are you giving her the freaking Westchester accent? Hey, sweetie, you want some milk?
It comes in a bag.
She has a freaking Lucky Strike sitting out the corner of her mouth with a fucking cherry on it.
Like with the same scowling expression too.
If you have the time, can you sketch just the face of this lunch lady?
Yeah. Take your milk bag, sweetheart.
Hey, sweetie, take your milk. Move along, wash your hands.
Yeah, it's in the bag. What are you gonna do about it? Anyways, so getting back to
Back
the
to
story.
Spinelli.
So actually, so we have established this chicken nugget lunch in one big pile of green beans, mac and cheese, and brownie pieces. Um, so then Ashley Spinelli grabs her carton of milk, the one that all of the kids would get, for their lunch, very commonly. And what does she do? She opens it up, holds it in the air, and dumps it in a nice, neat circle into this pile of chicken nugget just mess.
Hate it.
mixes it up, and she eats it. Like she cleaned her tray. So props to her for sticking to the bit.
She made a cereal or a guacamole of disgusting.
Yes. Yeah, speaking of guacamoles, yeah.
Oh god, dude, no, that revolted me yesterday, and it's gonna revolt me now today.
Yep. I like for the and I am gonna put this image up, by the way, the one you just sent me of
Of
the milk in
course,
a bag.
that's why I'm sending you images.
Yeah. And the other part of why I want to send you, I want to draw your attention, and I don't know if this is the primary thing you paid attention to for this image, but notice the patty sandwich behind
Oh
the
no,
bag
I
of
saw
milk.
it.
That is a classic school lunch
That was, I
chicken
believe,
sandwich.
Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now, was Friday always pizza day for you?
like 99% of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, same. Okay. That I think that's a pretty universal like school lunch experience. Was Friday is always pizza day, and it's always the damn square pizza. It's always the same damn square pizza.
Nah, sometimes we got triangles.
Really?
Yeah, got
Every
a problem with
every
that?
school I've ever been to, yeah, I got a big problem with that because every school I've ever been to, literally every school I ever went to, did the square pizza.
Well, I'm very upset, or sorry, I'm very sorry that you guys didn't get your isosceles triangle slices.
Yeah,
New York just do it better. That's what we do.
that's true. Now have you had the school lunch square pizza before?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Now
mean,
would you
it wasn't
say
always a triangle.
yeah? Now would you say that the triangle pizza, in terms of taste, is superior to the square pizza?
Better shape, yeah.
Better shape. Now, how does that translate onto your taste buds?
Well, because sight and smell are part of the experience, my guy.
I mean, that's true. So you have this perfect triangle slice of pizza, and you put it in your mouth, and you're chewing it, and your tongue is experiencing the medley of taste that comes from this perfect triangle, doing its best to avoid a paper cut with how sharply cut the tip of this damn triangle pizza is. How does it taste in comparison to the square pizza?
Dude, it's been like fucking 20 fucking years. I don't
Okay,
know.
yes, but like it's been. I
Oh, no,
graduated
sorry,
high school
15.
I graduated high school in 2006, dog. Like I still remember the
Yeah.
taste of that damn square pizza.
My guy,
Everyone
I'm in New York,
does.
bro. I ate lots of pizza.
I mean, that's true,
Piece of
and that
pizza.
should mean your school lunch pizza should taste way better than any pizza like I've ever had.
Oh,
School
yeah,
lunch
you guys probably
pizza,
got prison pizza.
huh?
You guys got prison pizza.
Yeah, pretty much. I was good because the reason I asked is because do the school lunch ladies actually make this pizza, or is it ordered from like a pizza place up there?
I imagine it's probably like frozen. They probably got like it from whatever Whole Food distributor,
Yeah,
like
that
whatever
probably is
school
how it's
lunch,
done, though. Yeah,
and they probably like heat it up and they're like, oh, here's your pizza, and you're like, all
yeah.
right, cool,
Here's your pizza.
here's your pizza, take it and leave.
Still tastes cold. Deal with it. Didn't have time to thaw it.
Why does my pepperoni look like a scab?
That the scab is the flavor. That's a flavor
Protein.
packet.
No, but the oh my god, what? How did we make IKEA guacamole? Like, how did we get there yesterday?
Okay, something. I was talking because we were talking about at some point it came up where you asked me if I've ever had spinach dip.
Spin dip, yeah, spin
Yeah,
dip.
spin dip. And I have wanted to try. I've been waiting for an opportunity, and since last night, I've been thinking about like I want to try. I want to have some spinach dip. Like that sounds
Oh,
amazing,
dude.
actually.
Well, yeah, my drunk ass yesterday wanted spin dip as well.
Yeah. And somehow in that conversation, guacamole came up, and I was like, no, because we were talking about like how like
Spinelli would mix all her stuff together.
Yeah. So we segued off of that. Yeah, it was basically the world's worst guacamole or whatever every single time. And I was talking about how I was thinking about how I wanted to make guacamole at some point. And you condescendingly told me, well, why didn't you just make it? And I was like, do you know when I think, like, the points in time that I think about wanting to make guacamole? It's never while I'm in the kitchen, like, with all the ingredients neatly laid out before me, and like, I'm ready to go cutting open some avocado. That is not when I'm thinking about making homemade guacamole, dog. I am thinking about it. The last time I like actively thought some guacamole sounds fantastic is when I was leaving IKEA, like a weekend or two ago.
Okay, this is how we got there. Okay, good, good.
And then you were like, yeah, and then you were like, sorry, I was taking a drink there. Then you were
why
like,
would you
oh,
get the guacamole when you can get lingonberries and the fucking meatballs?
yeah, lingonberries and meatballs. And I was like, then I can make a Swedish guacamole.
Yeah, just mix that all in together.
Yeah, mix it in with the avocado. Yeah, mush
no,
it
not the
together.
avocado. No, get the mashed potatoes, the lingonberries, and
Oh, yeah.
and the meatballs. Mash that all together. You got some Swedish guacamole.
That's true. And I did mention, and this challenge is still like a go as far as I'm concerned, that if you ever get the chance to make Swedish guacamole, whenever you're at IKEA next time, like, I want you to record yourself. I want to see a recording of you making a Swedish guacamole. I want to see a picture of the final product, and I want to see you trying it and like recounting your experience on camera. All of these things are very important scientific documentation of the creation of Swedish
research
guacamole.
of the highest degree.
Yeah, exactly. And if any IKEA worker passes by you looking at you weird, just scream, "I'm doing research. I'm doing science."
I'm trying to think of something like fucking ridiculous.
No. Actually, what you do is you've seen season 2 of Smiling Friends, right?
Yeah, my boy, of course.
Yeah. So what you do is you be like Professor Psychotic, and the next IKEA employee you see, grab the mighty arm and say, "Hello, my name is Joe the Wooden Boy. I just made some Swedish guacamole. Would you like to try a bite?" They'll go, and run away.
Or they'd say, "Hell yeah, dog! I'm getting paid minimum wage."
It couldn't be worse than this.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh no, but we also got to the topic. Rehashed the topic of how milk is supposed to go in the bowl first before cereal.
That is true. And I think you're wrong. If that's your position, I think you're wrong.
It's been my position last time. It's been my position this time, and it'll always be my position.
And I don't even gonna continue to never understand how that is your position. Even though I used to eat cereal all the time, now occasionally, maybe like once a week, once or twice a week, depending on how exhausted I am or late to work I am, I will eat a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios.
I will eat cereal maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah. But do explain your position on putting milk in before cereal like a psychopath.
It's not. No, it is proper because that way I know how much fucking milk is in there.
You know how much milk is in there when you pour the milk.
No, because you don't see how much is in there.
Yes, you do.
Fucking stuff obstructing the. My guy,
you just take into account in your mind. You take into account how much
soggy soup.
You're gonna have a soggy soup anyways.
No, because I can control how much milk is in there.
Well, okay, what cereal do you eat?
Fucking out, like, dude, I don't eat cereal.
No. Which
Reese's Puffs?
Huh?
Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs will immediately turn into soggy soup. Like, you know how soft things turn immediately.
Yeah, that's why. Like,
it doesn't matter.
I want a shot glass worth of milk in there. I want the bare minimum milk.
Okay, and what little milk impacts the Reese's Puff, those Reese's Puff become soggy soup for you. And so you're just gonna have a bowl.
My guy, that's a shot. It's like that's not a soup. That's a shot of milk.
Okay, but you're still eating soggy Reese's Puffs at the bottom of your bowl.
Yeah, but okay.
So you're
There's
you're spending like 2 or
damp-
3 or 4
damp
minutes.
cereal and soggy cereal are two different things.
So you're spending 3 or 4 minutes like enjoying like these dry, flavorful balls of Reese's Puffs, and then you're without looking, you take a scoop, take a bite, and that's the sound of you taking your first bite into Reese's Puffs that have a completely different texture from the ones you had before.
My guy, deadass. What I'm telling you is, I like my cereal dry.
Okay,
If
until
I'm
you
gonna
get
have
to the
milk-
wet ones. What do you do? Just
if
not
I
eat the wet
have-
one cereal?
If I have milk in the fucking thing, I'm putting the milk in first.
Okay,
That's
but
it.
like, what do you do with the cereal that becomes soggy? You just leave it
Well,
behind?
No,
Yeah,
you
you get to the bottom of the bowl and think, ew, look at that.
Yeah, but like, why would I want a whole bowl of milk? Like that's like
You don't have
that's
to.
too.
You can
No,
still.
you don't have to. That's too much milk.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lap it up
okay,
like
so
a dog, you fool.
No, for one, I enjoy like if I'm gonna have cereal, I'm putting some milk in there. I like milk actually. I'll have a glass of milk for real. But for two, there are ways like you don't have to just dump the milk on top of all of your cereal. You can create like a divot in like the side of your bowl with a spoon and just daintily pour the milk in there until you feel like you
could
see
just
it
pour the
rise.
milk in
Yeah.
first.
Or
Or you could just pour the milk in first.
I mean, you could, but again, you're just left with soggy cereal at the bottom.
It's not about the end product. It's about what makes sense.
Okay, but the end product is in there, though. You can't avoid it. You
What,
can't
the milk?
pretend
Yeah,
it's
by
not there.
Yeah, by not having fucking milk, that's how I avoid it.
I mean, you could just have, at that point, just have dry cereal. Just cut out the middleman. Eat dry cereal.
I'm telling you, out of the 2 times a fucking year I have cereal, I want to say 99.8% of the time it is dry.
Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know what this is about in the first place. You're like, I'll pour the milk in, but I ain't having any milk anyways.
It was brought up yesterday, and I just know that I was adamant about me defending the position because I know the people out there, they put the milk in first.
That is true. My wife
Right,
does that, and I apologize for like I didn't actually mean that people who do a psychopath. Everyone's different. There's no reason to denigrate people who pour the milk in first. I just think it's not my style.
But it could be.
It could be, but it's not going to be. I have spent my whole life since I was a little boy pouring my own cereal and milk, my
little bird.
Fruity Pebbles. Yep, since I was a hatchling, pouring my own bowl of Fruity Pebbles. It has always been Fruity Pebbles go in first, and then the milk goes on top and around. Swirl it around. And then you eat it as not as fast as possible because you should still like take some time to enjoy it, right? But like cereal isn't there for you to spend like an hour eating. It is not like part of a 5 course meal, right? You eat cereal for efficiency. Like cereal is a breakfast meant for efficiency. So you're eating as quickly as possible anyways. So
I'm also just convinced cereal is like a small child can prepare their own cereal while mom and dad are getting ready for work or getting ready to get the kids to school.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, yo, Junior, you'll go pour yourself a bowl of cereal. It's like, it's the equivalent of an adult learning how to boil water. It's like, you can't really fuck it up. Possibly you could, but you shouldn't.
And there are ways you can fuck it up.
Yeah, they
pour
put the
too
cereal
much
on the
milk.
floor.
Milk goes everywhere. Yeah.
See, you pour too much milk. Milk's the goddamn problem. That's why you pour the milk
That's why
in
you
first.
learn to control your pour. Of course, when you're a small child, you're gonna have a harder time pouring your milk. Like you can't like defend your arguments. I say, children can't pour their milk properly. They're gonna pour too much. That's a terrible argument.
I'm telling you in general if that's a problem. If too much milk is a problem,
It doesn't work
at
because
any
children
age.
overpour. Like that's why you control. You learn to know how much milk you want in your cereal over time, and then you
That is
learn to
one.
portion control like how much milk you pour in. That's all.
I could do that, or I could just pour it in first and just go, oh, that's enough. Or I could
Because
just
then you're
avoid the
left with
fucking thing
soggy milk
altogether.
at the soggy cereal at the bottom. And what do you do then?
I'm gonna fucking eat it, but I don't need that much milk, so there's
Okay,
not
but
gonna
you
be
just
that
said
many
you don't
soggy
want
bits.
soggy cereal though.
Yeah, I don't want soggy cereal.
Okay, so are you just miserable at the end of your cereal eating experience? You're looking at it, it's
I
like,
mean,
I guess I better eat this.
also it ain't that serious, man. It's just kind of like, all right, I guess I gotta eat this. And fucking pop it down, like, all right,
Or
give
you
my
can just,
Eggo waffle.
you can just have the same moderately wet cereal experience the whole time, the whole way through.
I'm also not that big a cereal guy. Like, if I had more steak in cereal, I'd be willing to die on this hill.
As someone who was an
Because, like,
ex cereal eater, I'll call it chronic cereal eater, I believe the correct position is to pour your cereal before your milk because at least you will have a consistent experience the whole time and you learn to portion control your milk.
all right, we'll go with that then. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna have cereal anytime soon, so I'm just kind of like, all right, like, bet.
Yeah. See, that was a very important debate we just had. I hope whatever position you had, we got you to think, maybe change your mind, change your perspective a little bit. You know, on whatever side of the aisle you fall into in terms of the cereal eating experience. An important
And
conversation of our time, truly.
and you know what goes good with cereal?
Nope.
Bird person? No. Eggs. Some balut.
No.
Or galoot.
Balut.
Balut.
No. Balut belongs
Oh my god,
in
I
a
realize why you
trash
don't
can.
like it. It's cannibalism. You're eating you.
That is true. I don't know what came over me. Like, ugh. I don't like thinking about that actually.
Oh my god, that makes so much more sense.
That must have
now.
before. No, that must have been. Actually, I know what it is because I was a bird person technically until about
you were.
until 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was before, and this is sort of an alternate timeline of my origin story. So you're free to believe whatever it is.
Or
But the
you ate the-
convenient version is I was still a human at that point in time. But
You ate
that
the
was
balut
before.
and you got your powers.
Yeah, no. At some point, 2016, 2017, I fell into some toxic sludge in a sewer. And I actually gained bird-like powers and abilities. And
Or you got pooped on by a toxic pigeon.
I like that better. Yeah.
and he turned into Big News Morgan.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I mean, on that note, brother, we have been going for an hour and 13 minutes by my watch. So
Yep.
I think this is a good way to cap off this conversation with
Yes,
with our final thoughts. So I'll let you go. I'll let you take charge there.
All right.
With your final thoughts.
Hamburger is more than just 3 steaks ground up with chopped onions and mustard on one side.
Yep.
And as well as sleep paralysis. Don't recommend it. And that's all I got.
Neat. So what are my final thoughts? Balut, don't do it. I'll put up our friend Donkey Kong 96 saying don't, and Balut, don't. So that let me think. Anything else? And hang on just a second. I will offer some additional final thoughts in a moment.
Try a century egg instead. Oh. Alright. I didn't realize he was actually in a go-go.
Yeah, sorry. I had to mute for a second.
Gotcha.
If I had another final thought, it's gone now. It went away. I think that's the. I think I hit the important. I think I put the important one there. So.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us on this Delightfully Devilish podcast episode. Hope you guys have a great morning, evening, night, and or week.
And also, yep. I need to go through the YouTube stuff. So thank you for watching. If you can give our little podcast a like, comment your thoughts about anything we talked about, or suggest new topics of conversation. The Roger Rabbit episode will come up at some point. Ring that bell, subscribe.
Spicy.
Yep. Subscribe, ring that bell for you so you can be alerted when we upload, and share this with your friends and family.
Do it.
Do it. Like the bird is the voice in the sky when you look up saying "do it," compelling Joe to go to Jollibee and compelling you to subscribe and share our podcast.
Until next time.
Take it easy, folks. Peace out.
That's all, folks.